Joining us on WHKY News, as he typically does each month, is Scott Riley, the District Attorney for the 36th Prosecutorial District. That is Catawba, Burke, and Caldwell counties. And I think we missed last month. Both of us were under the weather at various times, but it's good to get back together, Mr. Riley. And I know that lots going on at the DA's office. You had a gang call-in last night. Tell us what that's all about.
Right. Well, thank you very much for having me here. It is good to be back. Yes, about twice a year we have what's called a gang call-in, and what this is law enforcement has identified a relatively small number of people, but they're committing a large percentage of the crime. This is the crimes of violence, the drug trafficking, the selling of drugs. So these people have been identified, and they are brought into Hickory City Hall. They close the doors at 6 o'clock, and Sheriff Brown is there, the chiefs of police of our different cities in Catawba County, as well as a representative from the FBI and the U.S. Attorney's Office, and as well as myself. And we all speak to these people. There's about 20 of them that are called in, and we let them know that you have been identified, and if you commit any other crimes, there will be no plea bargains, there will be no concurrent sentences. We're going to work with the U.S. Attorney's Office to see where we can get the most amount of active time in, because the members of the community are just fed up and want a better quality of life. And these people's criminal activity is just decreasing their quality of life. And people deserve to be able to live in their neighborhoods free of crime, free of hearing gunshots at night, free of having drugs and all the things that drugs bring into their neighborhoods. So we try to let them know there will be no more plea bargains or anything like that. However, what's cool about the gang call-in is that we have resources there for these people, because they may have obstacles in their life. They may not have some of the privileges that I've been able to enjoy. So we have people there that can help them with employment, with education, different resources as far as vocational type training and those type things. And as I say, take advantage of it, make a choice, change your life tonight. Otherwise, you're going to go to prison or you're going to be killed, and that's just the bottom line. So all those people speak, and as well as Tammy Watts, whose son was unfortunately killed a couple of years ago. She comes in and gives a very powerful testimony about the impact of having a son murdered, an unsolved murder, and so the murderer he is still running free, and she gives a very powerful testimony, as well as somebody else who used to be in the prison system because he was walking the streets of Hickory committing crimes. So he comes forward and he talks about changing his life around and the changes that he made in his life, and now he's raising a family and he's very successful and actually is a manager of a Sam's Club.
Excellent information as always, and we appreciate you coming in to update us. Scott Riley, the District Attorney for the 36th Prosecutorial District. Thank you so much for joining us.
Oh, and thank you very much for having me.
It's always good to see Scott Riley as he comes in and keeps us updated on the DA's office for Catawba, Burke, and Caldwell counties. And with Mr. Riley, I'm Rob Eastwood, WHKY News.